Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I am here to reflect on the crystals and chakras, an oracle deck for inner balance, a new 50 card oracle deck by US Games. This is a new release from US Games and a new collaboration with Vivita Books. I actually have a couple of other decks because US Games collaborated with them a couple times this year, and I've got a few other decks. We've got the Heavenly Angel Oracle and the Green Witch, which are sitting right here. And there's also one other one, which I think was called Oracle of Destiny. Yes, it's in my summer box. It's in the closet. I don't have that one out, but I have walkthroughs of all three. So I will link them up here in the cards above in rapid succession. Shout out to US Games for sending this to me for purposes of review and so that I could share it with you. So now we are going to read the back of the box. It says crystals have been used since ancient times to heal physical and emotional problems. When our chakras, the wheels of energy in our body, are out of balance, it may negatively affect the healthy functioning of certain body parts. Working with gemstones restores a balanced frequency to the chakras so that they can return to working harmoniously. This colorful oracle deck is inspired by the crystals and the chakras connected to them. Based on the powers and vibrations of the crystals, the cards and guidebook provide messages to help us address issues that come up in our healing journey. The deck includes 37 crystal cards, 7 chakra cards, and 6 helper cards with 64-page illustrated guidebook. And there's a couple of little images there to just kind of let us know. We got what looks like some amethyst in there. And inside the box is a two-piece box with thumbhole cutouts. That's the box. Here's the deck and guidebook. These are the backs of cards, the same amethyst that was on the inside of the box. Let's take a quick look at the book. So, in the same as the other decks, the table of contents is laid out on 2 pages so you can see it all at a glance. They are not in alphabetical order. It looks like they are, from at a glance, it looks like they're like grouped by color, maybe. I don't know, but they're all crystals first, and then you've got the chakras 1 through 7, and then the helper cards. So that's the table of contents, and here's the introduction. We are constantly surrounded and affected by frequencies. Altering frequencies can cause our body's emotions, mind, and spirit to show symptoms that can then turn into disease. Some holistic disciplines consider stones as powerful allies in remedying these imbalances, recognizing their ability to lend their frequencies to help people heal. The images contained in these cards skillfully summarize the messages of the relevant stones. And just like the stones, the cards representing them can also aid us in the small and big decisions we have to make every day. They are a source of inspiration when we need a silent guide to communicate with us deeply and help us awaken in the morning with fresh ideas. It says, observe the cards for a few minutes. Their message will rise from the unconsciousness to the light of consciousness. This oracle is a collection of stones that I consider most helpful for current times. Together with the 7 chakra cards, this deck includes 6 helper cards to guide and interpret the answers of the oracle. Listen in silence to your inner being. Allow yourself the necessary time to explore the messages. It says try to also read the messages in the opposite way because it was written in the emerald tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean. The opposing extremes share a common root, and this reading will help you trace it, allowing you to easily find the answer to your question. Then it gives a couple of spreads. Note, crystal highlight in the card may also be worn if you have them available. In this case, only wear one crystal at a time, the one you consider most appropriate for your question. Also remember that the stones should not be worn overnight or more than 21 days in a row. Moreover, remove the stones if you feel a sense of unease after 2 days. If this happens, ask yourself if you are truly ready for the proposed change. Interesting. All right, and so then it gets into the cards, and that's what the layout looks like. Looks like you have the title or the name of the crystal or the title of the card, the chakra, a color, a keyword, and then a write up about the crystal, what it looks like, what the potential energy of it is, and then the oracle message for each. That's the crystals. Let's see what it looks like for the chakras. So, first chakra, I guess, is what's on the card, and then it tells you here that the first chakra is the root chakra, the Sanskrit is Muladhara, the colors, and a keyword. I exist, I guess all the keywords. Yeah, I am, I feel, I create. And then the tells you a little bit about the first chakra and the energy of it, and then the oracle. And then for the helping card, so there's no associations here, and it just gives you sort of a message and then an oracle, an explanation of why this card is here, I guess, and then an oracle. And so that's that. And then this is a little bit about the author and about the artist, if you want to read that. And that's the little book. Now let's take a look at the cards. The cardstock is a sort of satin semi-gloss. I always want to say it's a satin matte, but really it's semi-gloss because it does catch the light a little bit. It's very flexy and easy to shuffle. They do not get bowed, they do not get bent. They feel really soft in my hands. I really like this cardstock. It's really grown on me. The first time I picked it up, I was like, what is this? This is strange. It's not my usual stock when I when I get decks from US Game Systems, but this has grown on me. I really like this cardstock, to be honest. It shuffles really easily. It's slightly larger than a regular size tarot deck, but even so, it doesn't give my hands any issues to shuffle, which I am so happy about. It's not stiff, you know? So it's slightly taller and slightly wider than a normal size tarot deck, which is my favorite size of oracle card personally. But I don't know if, let me just show you up against a hay house. This is like a hay house oracle deck. You can see they are the same height, but a little more narrow. Here is the back. It is a geometric, adorable geometric rendering of an amethyst crystal up close, right? Like a geode crystal, like something like this. I like it. It's appropriate for a crystal deck and it's appropriate for the artwork here. This artwork is very cute. Very, very cute. So I am going to just flip through the cards. So we've got black tourmaline. And you can see the crystal here. So black tourmaline is good for grounding and transmuting negative energy. So I can see that she's like grounding and transmuting. I can see that in the image. Black onyx is protection. And you can see she's got a weapon. Black obsidian. Black obsidian comes from, I think, lava cooling, right? So that makes sense. So the images make sense so far. They're intuitive. Red jasper. Ruby. So we're into the reds. Garnet. Yeah, definitely separated by color. I thought so when I was looking in the book there. Petrified wood. Chiastolite andalusite. I don't know. I hope I said that right. I'm not sure. Orange calcite. I've actually never heard of this. Let's take a look in the guidebook and see what this is. Okay, so here's the entry, just so you can take a look. It is sacral chakra, color brown, keyword protection. It says it makes an immediate impression due to its unique rhombic shape with a cross in the center. It's used for protection, especially when there is harmonic energy to be addressed to prevent it from damaging the people it meets. It particularly benefits the solar plexus, which also physically helps us to relax at times when anxiety is very high. The oracle, my experience is ancient, linked to the cross. I embody it, leading you into the depths of the earth. On the journey where the shaman ventures, I protect you from any dense and dark energies preventing you from getting lost. So it's almost like they're speaking in first person as if the crystal is speaking. So that's neat. I wonder what it's going to do when you do the gets the chakras. We've got we have orange calcite, so we've moved to orange. So orange calcite, carnelian, sunstone, pyrite. I love pyrite. I've got quite a bit of it sitting here. Tiger's eye. I love tiger's eye as well. I like orange stones, I think. Yellow and honey calcite. Definitely like that. We love a good yellow calcite. It's pretty. Yellow fluorite. I got my first yellow fluorite tower this year. Here it is. The beauty. Citrine. rhodochrosite, lepidolite. Now, I got a lot of crystals in the last few months. If anybody's interested in seeing an update of my crystals or just like a favorite crystal, um, my favorite crystals that I've gotten in the last few months since I finished my crystal box. I used to get a crystal subscription box and I don't get that anymore. So I started shopping for my own crystals and I've gotten quite a few nice pieces. So if anybody wants to see a video on that, let me know in the comments below. If enough people want to see it, I'll make a video on some of my faves for the year. Lapis lazuli. We're into blue. Oh, we skipped green. I talked through green. Sorry. Solidite. A sodalite. Sorry. Blue chalcedony. Aquamarine. And angelite. Azurite. Sugilite. I don't know what that is. Purple fluorite. I love fluorite and how it comes in all sorts of different colors. Amethyst. Ametrine. I like the two people together. We've got purple and orange sort of mixed sitting together. We've got the sun and the moon. I like that image for ametrine. White onyx. Moonstone. Selenite. It's like cleaning under the um hyaline, maybe quartz. I don't know how to say that. I've never heard of that. First chakra. Okay, so now we're into the chakras. Second chakra. Third chakra. Fourth chakra. We do have the sort of glyph there for the chakras. Fifth chakra. I don't personally I can't read them. I can never tell which one is which. Sixth chakra, but they are there. So if you're looking for those. And seventh chakra, very pretty. Then we get into the helper items. So we've got stone cleansing, aura cleansing, messages. They do look very different from the other cards, so they'll stand out in a spread. Energy vampire. That's a good, nice, clear but simple image for energy vampire. Stealing his white energy. Feminine principle. And I'm guessing masculine principle. Yes, masculine principle. Okay, and those are the backs. So let's give them a shuffle and pick a card. I think we'll pick 3. Let's see if we can get one from each little section here. I've read one of the crystals already, so we'll pick 2. That's what we'll do. We'll pick 2, and one from the chakras and one from the helpers. Maybe one of the masculine or feminines. So maybe we won't pick it all. Maybe we'll just go through it. Maybe we won't. Maybe it won't be by chance. Maybe we'll just go in here and find some cards. The shuffle is great. I didn't even say it's nice. It shuffles easily. There's no stickiness here with these cards. They're very bendy. So I have small hands. If this is your first time here, I have small hands, but I can still overhand them and I can riffle shuffle them without issue. And you can see there's no bow or bend from me riffling them just now. So it's good. It's good cardstock. It's good cardstock. So we've got second chakra. And I think I want, the masculine principle, one of these masculine or feminines. So let's take a look at these 2 and see what it has to say. So it's not in order in the guidebook. So 52 is for that one. I found it pretty quickly. It's not a big book and it's not hard to find. So here is the write-up if you want to read it for yourself. So it says, second chakra, Svadhisthana, I think is how you say that, bright orange, and I feel. Management of our feminine aspects, processing of emotions, and inner listening are found in the second chakra. Thanks to Svadhisthana, the animal and primitive nature of reproductive sexuality of the first chakra gives way to emotions and feelings, and the animal being is transformed into a higher being, which associates sexual union with the word love. The true union of instinct and emotion takes place in this energy center. The oracle. I dispense feminine energy that welcomes, feels, and transforms, and that magically transmutes sex into love. I digest life and allow you to evolve. Okay, and so for the masculine principle, no, that's towards the end. So here is that one. You want to read it for yourself. Here. Okay, so it says this principle is based on action, both for women and for men, being an active participant in the world, moving within the space. However, if you do not focus your feminine part, you risk releasing energy as a destructive fury. The masculine principle does not want to dominate, but rather protect, build, and put itself at the service of the world, and not just itself. The oracle. Where are you heading right now? Is your ego taking over? What do you put yourself at the service of the world? What do you do? I'm sorry, I skipped a word. What do you do to put yourself at the service of the world? Are you giving something of yourself? Okay, and so that is the guide. That's how the guidebook reads. So that's all I have for now. Like I feel like from looking at this might be easier to use as an oracle, except there's no keywords. So I'm gonna use this. I have a couple of readings to do this week. So I'm gonna use this for a week, go through. I've got about 5 readings to do. So I'm gonna try to use it in all 5 readings, see how it works, how it reads, how intuitive it is. If I feel I need to get in and out of the guidebook too much, how the guidebook, supports the readings. Am I getting any hits? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna give it a whirl and I'll be back. For you, it'll be a couple of seconds. For me, it'll be a week or two, and then I'll be back and I'll let you know kind of how I feel about this. My initial impressions are I really like the pictures. I wish there were keywords on the cards, but I do feel like the images can be read without, like, if I wasn't thinking about crystals or chakras or anything like that, there's definitely feeling in the images and I can see a scene here, so I could read them like that. But if I want to actually read it for the crystal energy or the chakra energy that's in the book, some of it is here, but I might miss some of it, especially if I don't have any prior knowledge of it. So I'm wondering if I might need to write some keywords on these cards, but we'll see. So let's go. Let me use it and I'll be back. Stay tuned. This is cute. All right, so I'm back. I think that I like this, but as far as crystals and chakras, it does have crystals, it does have chakras. I think more than that, what I was paying more attention to was the subtitle on the deck, which is an oracle for inner balance. I really do feel that this is a good deck for balancing things. So if you're trying to balance your chakras, that is going to be good for that. But I think just for balancing your mind, balancing your life, making sure that you're in balance. I was only gone for about a week and a half. I used it for friends in those readings that I said I was going to. I tried to pull one in the advice section of any spread that I was doing that was like energy obstacle advice. I tried to pull one of these in the advice section of all of them, and they really did very well in that section. Then one day I used it for myself for a daily pull, and I wanted to just pull one card, but somehow I ended up pulling 3, and then I ended up pulling a bunch of tarot cards with it, and it gave me some really good advice. And like if you're having a hard time figuring which way to go and the best way to make something work for you, I think this is a good deck for that. Like I said, if you're doing energy obstacle advice spreads and stuff like that, pulling this out for that advice section of your spread. And I noticed that even though there's not much happening on the cards, there does seem to be a good amount of change of scenery, and introduction of different backgrounds as far as like different locales, different places in the world, even maybe different, I don't know, this looks like a different cultural um, representation. And I enjoy that. Like this feels very Eastern. This feels like I'm at the beach. This is in the woods, like everything feels somewhere else, Yeah, see, this one feels almost like it's happening in Turkey or something. So I liked that. I like to kind of see like where are we going to end up this time, This one looks like it's in somebody's office. So yeah, I think that this is like soothing and comforting. I did mix it with a couple of decks, and I actually pulled out a few more decks that I didn't get a chance to read with it with to put it with, but I wanted to see if they might go together. So let's take a look. So the deck I used it with the most is the Zillich Tarot. I don't know what made me put these together, but I really thought that I think it was the colors and the soothing nature because I find Christine Zillich's artwork to also be quite soothing. Hold on, I'm going to zoom you in. And when you're talking about color energy, this deck really does bring in the colors, and I wanted to do some scrying for colors, try to match up colors in the cards that I pulled here. And yeah, I did this one day and I liked it, and I think I'll use these together more. So this is the Zillich Tarot in a 10. I think there's a full size of this deck out there somewhere. Um, I don't know where though. I'd like to have it. I'd like to have it if I could find it, but this is the 10 size. See? And this is sweet, and this is a little more edgy, but still soft and dreamy. So I like it. And they work together great. They read together great for me. So that's the Zillich Tarot. Another one I tried it with and used it with was the Inner Light Tarot. This is a new deck from Los Scarabeo. I do have a walkthrough of the Inner Light Tarot if you would like to see it. I just thought the colors and the art style, the line work, complemented each other here. I don't have a. I work with my decks in seasons, so I've put away a lot of decks with this color scheme in my summer and spring box. I'm pretty sure I have like a bunch of decks in there that might go very nicely with this one, but they're all put away. But this one is still out because I just got it. And I tried them together and I enjoyed them. I really did. I like the I don't know, the soft color palette. This has a lot of white space around it, which I don't know, just kind of left things open. This deck, when I'm reading with this deck, for some reason my mind just wants to bring in yoga. And it was a fun experience, although a little bit different of a reading. But I mean, if we're talking about balancing inner balance and all of that, I feel like this is a perfect combination. Well, I felt like it was a perfect combination. I tried it and I liked it. Like I said, it's only been a week or two, so less than 2 weeks. So yeah, but so far so good. So this is the Inner Light Tarot. Again, I do have a walkthrough. I'll put it in the cards for you if you want to see it. So this one is the Michianti Tarot from Debray. I didn't actually read with this together, but I just sat them together just plain. You know how you just put cards down to see how they'll look together? And something about the colors in this one, and the I don't know, this I think it was the colors that made me want to see if it would go well. Look at that. Look at that. See, they like each other. Now, I haven't read with this deck, with the tarot yet, because this is a system that's new to me and I'm still kind of getting to know it. And I'm just kind of looking at the cards at the moment and just feeling them out. But I was very surprised at how much I kind of like these together. And this deck, to me, like I said, I haven't read with it yet. Does feel a little sharp though. And this one is soft and soothing. So I feel like they could be like fire and water and just kind of like balance each other, which is what I'm going for with this one. So, yes, I liked this. You guys will have to let me know if anybody has this deck and this one and you're reading with them together, I'd love to know how that's going for you. Because, like I said, I haven't tried to read with this deck yet. Oop, give me that. Come here. What is this? Rose quartz doesn't want to come. Uh oh. Uh oh. Rose quartz is trying to give me a message. A random deck called the Modern Way Tarot that I picked up off Amazon. Amazon was like, "Do you think you would like this?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I like this." And it wasn't expensive. I want to say it was like $9 or $10, and it's very good quality for the price. I was kind of surprised. I was a little worried that it might be a knockoff, but when it arrived, it wasn't. And so I was very excited about that. And I tried them together. I did not read with them together, but I did take a quick look. And I thought, yeah, I kind of like this. I don't know why, because the art style is very different. Um, but something about the vibe, maybe because it wakes this up a little bit. What do you guys think of this one? Let me see, Malachite with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. Healing between the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. One thing I wish is that there were keywords on this deck. I really do. Because sometimes I don't know, like yellow fluorite, I kind of know. I like the echo of yellow and blue here, but some of them I don't. And I don't, I just, when I'm reading a deck, I don't always want to have to get the guidebook out. And for this, it's like I always have to get the guidebook out. What I might do is just write them on here. I don't love to write on my cards, but I might do it anyway, just so that I can use this more freely. Look at that, pretty. So yeah, that is the modern way. I was always going to call it the mind's eye, but this is the Modern Way Tarot. I wanted to try this, the Good Karma Tarot. I have not tried it with this, but this was one of the first decks that came to mind when I saw this deck. I was like, oh, this is going to go with the Good Karma Tarot. I haven't tried them together yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be a slam dunk perfect match. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, so far I love them. I knew I was going to, though, because the art style is very similar. Um, the composition on the card is different, but the artwork is very similar. The color scheme, everything. So, yeah, look at that. Ooh, this is a slam dunk. I like this one as far as the aesthetics go. So, yeah, this will be a fun. This is a fun, feel good match. I like this one the best, I think. What's your favorite of the ones I showed? Or if you have crystals and chakras, what have you been pairing it with? Let me know in the comments below. The last one I wanted to try that I haven't tried yet is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. My box is destroyed, but that's what the book looks like, and it does come in a pretty large box, and these are cards of the backs. And yeah, I think that the artwork is going to go well with this, and I also find this deck to be very soft and inviting. So I thought maybe. I liked that this deck sometimes makes me feel like I'm in another place. Um, and this one has some elements of that as well. So I thought, ooh, look at that. The black obsidian with the devil and the two of coins. Interesting. Definitely like the way these look together. King of coins with red jasper and the chariot. Ooh, they like each other. Third chakra with the sun. Ooh, and the ace of discs. Yeah, very interesting. So yeah, again, the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. I like this one a lot. Like, it feels like it's all around the world, and I thought it would be nice to bring something like this with what's going on right now in the world, like a balance in the, balance and worldly together. It just made me feel good, and I wanted to try it, and I like it. You know, I like it a lot. So yeah, this is again the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. This one is a mass market deck as well. I think every deck I showed here today was mass market. So if you do have this one and you're looking for something to pair with it, everything that I showed here today you can find either on Amazon. I think the only one that you can't find on Amazon is the Minchianti, which is Debray only sells those, I think, at the moment on Etsy. But they're still mass market decks. They're just, instead of being sold on Amazon, they're being sold on Etsy. Interesting. Look at this big ass bug. That's the only thing. Is sometimes they always got to put a bug in. I love this Two of Cups. I think it's beautiful. I think this was the card that made me want to buy the deck, But anyways, so that, yeah, look at this. The cross-cultural influence here. I like it. So that's the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. This card keeps coming up, this Black Onyx. So I love this Energy Vampire card, Citrine. It's just, this is pretty. I love the artwork. It's right up my alley. I think once I get my summer decks out, I'll have more decks that pair with it. But for now, what I have is gonna work just fine, and I'm happy with that. Yeah. So that's what I think about it, and that's how I've used it in the last couple of weeks. So you guys let me know what you think and how you're using it in the comments below. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. Beautiful. The coloring on this is so pretty. It's just pretty. So if I will put links below in the description as always for Amazon, where you can pick things up on Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you use the links when you're buying, if you decide to purchase anything from Amazon, it's very helpful to me and I do appreciate it. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye.